India's 5G race is set to kick off, but Chinese companies are already out of it. They will not be part of the trials or the rollout. It is being called an unofficial ban. The target is Chinese big tech. But when we talk about 5G, it always comes down to one company from China, and that's Huawei. How will this exclusion affect the Chinese giant? We'll tell you all about it. But first, what exactly is India's 5G plan? What are we doing? The primary stage is service trials, and this has been cleared by the Department of Telecom of the Government of India. They will be done over the next 6 months. The service trials, who is in the reckoning? Bharti Airtel and Vodafone Idea, they have tied up with Ericsson and Nokia. Then we have Reliance Jio, which has linked up with 3 firms, Ericsson, Nokia and Samsung. They will also test their own 5G technology. State-run BSNL will not participate in the first round of trials. And once this is complete, we move on to the next step, which is to auction 5G spectrum. And since 5G is new to India, the government is auctioning only one mid-band spectrum. And now we know that this is game-changing technology because 5G promises 10 times the internet speed that we're used to in 4G. Imagine that, 10 times the speed that you get right now if you have 4G. It could unlock untapped potential, especially in rural India. So this is a brave new era in connectivity. But it's also an era that Chinese companies have already aced. Huawei is a world leader in 5G technology, like it or not. Why then is India keeping Huawei away? The answer is simple. Huawei cannot be trusted. This company is an extended arm of the Chinese Communist Party. Beijing orders and Huawei follows, and that's always been the case. Just look at the company's founder and CEO, Ren Zhengfei. Before he became a corporate bigwig, Ren was a soldier in the PLA, the People's Liberation Army, the Chinese army. Even today, he holds a membership in the Communist Party of China. Ren is a through and through stooge of Beijing, there's no other way to put it. And even if he weren't, Chinese law would have made him one. If Huawei is ever asked to share user data from any country, they would have no option but to do so. That is the Chinese law. All organizations must assist and cooperate with state intelligence. The company has repeatedly denied this assertion. But it's not just about the law. It's also about the politics in Beijing. No company in China can deny the party and hope to survive. It just doesn't happen. Even now, Huawei is yet to react to this report, but the Chinese embassy already has. They say the move will harm India's interests and hinder India's business environment. It's about time someone told Beijing that the world does not need business advice from the little red book. If anyone needs it, it's Huawei. They were betting big on 5G. It was new technology and the developed world was still figuring it out. So Huawei tried to swoop in and ink deals with local operators. That's when the red flags emerged. Spy agencies made the connection between Huawei and Beijing, and soon enough, countries started banning them one by one. This is what the list looks like right now. The United States, the United Kingdom, Japan, Australia, the Czech Republic, Romania and Sweden. These are the countries with a blanket ban on Huawei's 5G. Some, like France and Germany, have gone a different route. They have raised the stakes for local operators to link up with Huawei, making it difficult for local companies to work with Huawei. You could call it an informal ban, making it difficult for companies to tie up with Huawei. The thing about this list is that it keeps expanding. The latest edition is India. Right now, there is no official ban, but that could change next month, that is June 2021. The Government of India is expected to publish 2 separate lists, one of trusted sources, and the second, a no procurement blacklist. Chances are Huawei will be placed in the latter, the no procurement blacklist, which means Indian operators will no longer be able to buy Huawei equipment. And this is a huge blow for this company. India is the second largest phone market in the world. There are 2 million active 5G devices in the country, and that number is only going up. So it seems like Huawei's big bet on India is unraveling. We are talking about a $3.5 billion bet. That's how much Huawei has invested in India already. And now it stands on the cusp of being booted out. An exit from India could be game over for Huawei. The last couple of years have already been disastrous for them. In the first quarter of 2019, they made up 17% of global smartphone sales. 2 years later, they're at 4%. Look at the drop. We have all heard stories about companies falling from grace. It is usually because they fail to innovate or their competitors pull ahead. But Huawei is an exception. They are producing cutting-edge technology. They're on top of their game. But their communist overlords are spoiling the party. The world is moving away from Huawei, and they have their government to thank for it. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.